So according to new research, depression and self-harm is on the rise among millennials.
Joining us on the KOGO News Live line is neuropsychologist Dr. Michelle Bengtson. Good morning again, doctor.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Well, what does this research actually show?
The research is showing us that since the 1990s to now, there has been a significant increase in depression in our millennials, and not just depression, but also self-harm. But it's very interesting because it showed a few other factors as well, such as the millennials are also not getting enough sleep. They tend to be more likely to be obese, and their screen time has gone up significantly.
So, I mean, I'm sure that there's not a simple answer to this, obviously, but we've seen a lot of, lawnmower and snowplow parents. We've seen a rise in the use of screens, whether it's, iPads or iPhones or whatever your favorite flavor is. Is it a combination of all of the above? What's going on here?
I think there is a combination of all the above, as well as stressors have increased for kids, and the intact family has gone away by and large. And so there's a lot of different factors that our teens are having to deal with now. But the most interesting thing, and I think we've talked about this before, is that this increase in depression and self-harm tends to be more prevalent among our females. And when we look at the amount of screen time that's going on, girls are spending more time on screens in the areas that most reflect popularity and attractiveness, whereas our boys are spending more time on things like YouTube, where they're looking for, the best game move for Fortnite. So how our teens are on social media is much different, and I think that's reflective in who's getting depressed versus who is not.
So in other words, the girls are looking for
affirmation,
right. And the thumbs up and, oh, I want to look like her, or why can't I look like this? And then also now that it's sad, but now that the parties you didn't get invited to, it used to be you heard about them later. Now instantly because there's pictures of them.
Exactly. It's so much easier now for us and our teens to compare ourselves to that highlight reel that's put out there for everybody else on social media. Our girls will spend 30 minutes trying to create that picture-perfect pose for Instagram or Facebook. Our guys are not doing that. They're just posting where they're going out for dinner or, what their score was at the track meet.
So, I mean, as people who are in their 40s and 50s, and you've got a kid, you've got a girl or a boy, and they're spending too much time online, I mean, how can we kind of help them inoculate themselves against their own worst instincts?
Well, part of it is being good role models for them. When they see us as parents spend our time in the grocery store line, as well as, at the band concert and during dinner time on our screens, they're going to do the same thing. So if we will first set up those appropriate boundaries, but the other thing is to show them what they're doing. We can very gently say, honey, I noticed that you spent 30 minutes creating that picture for Instagram. Don't you think that your friends that you're comparing yourself to are doing exactly the same thing? You're just seeing their best pictures too. You're not seeing the ugly cry that happens behind the scenes, and help them bring a little bit more reality into the situation, and then set up appropriate boundaries and limit how much time they're on those screens, and encourage in real life relationships.
Dr. Michelle Bengtson, she is a neuropsychologist joining us here on the KOGO News Live line. And man, between this and the college admissions scandal, it makes you worry. And it seems to be more of a parenting issue than it is a teen issue, actually.
Thanks, doctor.
It really does start with the parents.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.